on the channel, we have Ms. K. Kavitha. Ma'am, thank you very much for speaking to us. Do you fear that the same could happen to you, or there could be any action against you once you are questioned on Saturday?
I have no idea what the agency has in mind. Whatever comes to it, we will certainly explore all the legal options available, and we have done nothing wrong, and we will continue to fight. We are very transparent. They've asked us to appear. We are going to appear, and we are going to answer to all the questions to the best of our capacity.
Do you think that you will get the kind of support? You have spoken out in support of Manish Sisodia, but do you think that other political parties, even those who are participating with you at Jantar Mantar for the Women's Reservation Bill, are also going to support you in this case?
Let us see, because we have just seen 9 political parties coming together, writing and condemning the excesses done by the current Bharatiya Janata Party government on the opposition parties.
More specifically, ma'am, there seems to be, while you're saying that these are excesses committed by the central agencies, all parties seem to be speaking in different voices. For example, today the Congress in Delhi lashed out not just at the Aam Aadmi Party, but also against you, saying that there is a definite corruption that has happened in the liquor policy probe. What would you say to the Congress?
Ma'am, this is an investigation that is ongoing. If any party believes that I am corrupt, let them believe so, but I will, to my extent, to my capacity, will answer the agencies, and I know in my heart and my people know that I have done nothing wrong, so we will face them. The issue here is that, ma'am, let the agencies do whatever they want to do. We need to talk about progressive bills like Women Reservation Bill, and I was told that Times Now is interested in speaking about the women. That is why I am online today. If you are not interested, ma'am, we can continue the conversation after I attend the ED.
No, absolutely, ma'am. It's a very, very important cause that you are championing as far as the Women's Reservation Bill is concerned. But because at present the immediate focus on you is because of the questioning that you are saying you're going to cooperate with on Saturday. More specifically, I wanted to ask.
That is day after, ma'am. Women's Reservation Bill is tomorrow.
Yes. Do you think that all of these parties together are also going to be demanding accountability from the central agencies in addition to the Women's Reservation Bill?
No, tomorrow the focus will be only on Women's Reservation Bill, and I believe Bharatiya Janata Party has a huge mandate and a historic opportunity to pass the Women's Reservation Bill. And I just want to remind you, ma'am, 1996 the bill was introduced, the discussion first started in this country. From then till date, every Prime Minister tried to table the bill except Mr. Modi. So we want to remind Mr. Modi about his manifesto promise. And when he first time entered into the Parliament, he touched the steps of the Parliament, and in his first speech he said, one of the first bills that I will ever introduce will be Women's Reservation Bill. But it has been 9 years, it has not happened. Every Women's Day we reminded them in the Parliament, every other stage we reminded them of the Parliament, but the bill has not even taken up, and not even the drafting of the bill has begun. So my earnest request through Times Now to Honorable Prime Minister ji and Honorable Rashtrapati ji is to introduce the bill at least in this session or next session, because these are the last 2 sessions of this government.
More specifically, since we are talking about the Women's Reservation Bill, do you think by and large there has been a bipartisan lack of interest in the bill? Irrespective of who's in government, mostly people have paid lip service, whether it was the UPA, the 2 terms that the UPA had, or whether it has been the last 9 years. Would you genuinely say that anyone's interested in the Women's Reservation Bill?
Well, that is the effort we are making to make them interested in the whole process, because this is election year. I'm really hoping the pressure will be there on the Bharatiya Janata Party, and we will try and gather as much support as from every other party, and from the social activists, and also from the women activists who have earlier worked for the bill. I immensely thank them, and we are gathering their support to build up the pressure on the government.
Now, since you said that the moment you announced this dharna for Women's Reservation Bill, that's when the ED has swept in. But ma'am, isn't it also a fact that in December last year, also you were questioned on the same issue, that time as a witness, and this case has been going on since the beginning of last year when the prosecution sanction was given by the Lieutenant Governor. So can the timing of the two be connected?
Timing of the Telangana election and the targeting of the Telangana political leaders has started 8 months back. Generally, it has been the president and the orientation of the Bharatiya Janata Party government to go into any state which is poll bound, and 1.5 years they torture and trouble and target the opposition leader and business people who are opposing Bharatiya Janata Party and raising their voice against them. That has been their trend, so that is what they are doing in Telangana. But Telangana is made of different material. We are fighters. We've come out of a movement-oriented party. So we will fight with them. We will make sure we tell our people, explain it to our people that we've done nothing wrong, but we are political victims of Bharatiya Janata Party.
More specifically, ma'am, will you categorically say that you do not know or have never had any communication with Mr. Arun Ramchandran Pillai?
Ma'am, I will have to say this thing again, that tomorrow, let's talk about the Women's Reservation Bill. Day after, when I attend the ED and come back, we can sit and talk about ED and the case-related issues as much as you want. You have given me prime time. I really want it for the women, ma'am. My sincere request again, please reach out to everybody, every political party. Please, tomorrow, our voice, please air it. We really need support from you right now.
Absolutely. That is a cause that I feel very strongly for, and I definitely think that should be given voice. But if I may just ask you a final question related to the investigation, let me quote to you what Mr. Pillai has said in his statement before the Enforcement Directorate. And he said that there was a deal between Ms. Kavitha, MLC in Telangana, and the Aam Aadmi Party, wherein the exchange of kickbacks paid to the tune of 100 crore rupees, Ms. Kavitha got access to the Delhi liquor business, specifically stakes in L1, that is Indo Spirits. Why do you think Mr. Pillai has made the link between you, Mr. Sisodia, and the Delhi liquor policy?
Ma'am, you know the way the agency functions. I would like to bring to your notice that in this case, related to this case, there is a gentleman who's filed a case in the Telangana High Court saying that agency has beaten him up and his eardrum is broken, and it is he's sought a lot of protection. Then there is another gentleman who's filed a case in the Telangana High Court as well, saying that from the time they picked him up, arrested him, they've been only troubling him to give political names, and he said this is nothing but a political case, and he wanted a quash of the whole case and arrest of his. So ultimately, in conclusion, I would like to say this is political victimization. They are trying to trouble, force, coerce, and do a lot of things to various people in my state. We will stand with those people, and we will stand against a government which is using agencies to scuttle political opposition.
Are you saying that these statements are being extracted under coercion or duress by the Enforcement Directorate?
Very much possible, but I cannot really comment on that because वापस एक और केस तोप देंगे, फिर मुझे अदालत के चक्कर काटने पड़ेंगे. But my sincere request to you, there are a lot of excesses done by various agencies, not only in my state, but in every state. So people should kindly understand that, and people should give the support to the opposition parties.
Sure, but here's the thing, whenever there is any case that is carried out against non-BJP parties, usually the reasoning given is that this is vendetta or this is victimization. However, ma'am, in your own government, when the case of the MLA poaching was investigated by the SIT, it is the High Court of Telangana which called out an unfair investigation by your SIT and police. And the BJP, coincidentally, there called it victimization, because there it was no one less than the RSS organizing secretary who was named as one of the accused.
Yeah.
So when the shoe is on the other foot, it becomes an investigation.
Thank you so much
and
for
sometimes
asking
it
this
becomes
question.
victimization.
Because when the SIT called, yes ma'am, exactly. When the SIT called Mr. B.L. Santosh to appear, he did not even appear. If a person doesn't even appear, where is the victimization or where is the manhandling? Today ED is asking me to appear, ma'am, and I am appearing. I am not running away from appearing. If the ED does any excess, of course we'll go to court. But without even appearing, infringing on the state's right, CBI has taken over the courts, taken over the SIT. So my simple point is here, you and I can sit and debate about various issues here, but let us not divert the attention from Women Reservation Bill. Let us kindly talk about it, because day after when I go to ED, if you want me to come to discussion, I'll come to discussion. We will discuss about it. But today, let us stay focused on the Women Reservation Bill and garner as much support as we can.
Okay. Finally, let me ask you, do you want to give an appeal?
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you want to? All right. Ms. Kavitha, thank you very much. We will definitely take you up on your offer to speak to us on Saturday.
Thank you, ma'am.
We
Thank
hope
you.
so. Thank you.